Hello student, I am Dr. Suman Ahuja, Assistant Professor Kaichikitsa Department, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Today I am going to take topic Gandamala and Arbud. So let me play a slide for you. So we'll go to its introduction slide. So Gandamala and Galgand. Acharya Charak has described Gandmala and Gangand in Shodh Chikitsa, chapter 12, Chikitsa Sthan, as Ekang Shodh. In Shodh Chikitsa chapter, Acharya Charak has described about the general Shodh. Then in different type of Ekang Shodh, Acharya Charak has described Gandmala and Galgand as a Ekang Shodh. And according to Acharya Charak, if there is a single swelling in the parsh of neck, in the parsh of the gull or parsh of the neck, then it is called as Galgand. But if many lumps in the form of chain, in the form of garland are present around neck, then it is called as Gandamala. As the name suggests, Gandmala. So Charak has described that if there is a single swelling in the parsh of the banya or parsh of the neck, then it is called as Galgand. If multiple lumps are present in the form of a chain, in the form of a mala, in the form of a garland, then it is called as, in the form of a necklace, then it is called as Gandamala. Acharya Charak includes Galgand also in Nanatmaj Kafaj Rog as described in Sutrastan chapter 20, where Kafaj Rog, 20 Kafaj Rogs are described in Nanatmaj Kafaj Rog chapter. There, Acharya Charak has described Galgand as one of the Nanatmaj Rogas. And Charak finds only vitiated Kaf dosh as a causative factor of Galgand. But Sushrut and Vagbhat, Acharya Sushrut and Vagbhat, they gave us three types of Galgand. According to them, there is a vitiation of Vat, Kaf and Med. So they have described three types of the Galgand. Now if we see Sharangdhar as described as Mala Tulyam Ganda Yogat Gandamala. Mala Tulyam, as there is a garland, as there is a necklace in the Gulstan, then it is called as Gandamala. So Acharya Sharangdhar on Deepika commentary just elaborated that Karkandu, that is Shingal Koli or Brihat Badar or Amalki Saman Shot, formed in the Gal Pradesh and looks like garland, that it is called as Gandamala. So the cardinal feature of the Gandamala is that it is present like a garland, like a necklace. So every achar is described as a swelling which looks like garland. Some have described their shape, some have described their sthan according to sthan, but the main cardinal feature is that it looks like a garland. So according to Acharya Sharangdhar, that shot is in the size of Karkandu or Shingar Koli or Brihat Badar or Amal ki Saman, then it is present in the Gulf Pradesh, and in the form of garland, then it is called as Gandamala. Similarly, Acharya Madhakar explained manifestation of small or big Andakosh Kara Shot, Andakosh, like scrotus swellings. Andakosh Shot in Gulf Pradesh is said to be Galgand. Galgand. Galgand, he said Andakosh Kar Shot, like scrotal swelling in the Gulf Pradesh, then it is called as Galgand. So different acharyas gave a different kind of explanation, but meaning is the same, that if the center of the swelling, part of the swelling, if there is a single lump, then it is called as Galgand. If it hang like a scrotum, then it is called as Galgand. But if it is like a garment swelling, like a garland, malavat, then it is called as Gandamala. So now we look into the concept of Acharya Sushrut. As Acharya Sushrut Samhita is a Shalya Pradhan Granth, so we see the say of the Acharya Sushrut. So Acharya Sushrut in Nidanshan chapter 11 described Galgand as Vat Kafaschayav Galai Pravardho Manne Tu Sanstriya Tathev Medah Kurvanti Gandam Kramshah Swalingau Samanvita Ta Galgandam Ahu. So Acharya Sushrut described the definition of the Galgand as aggravated Vat and Kafdosh, Vat Kafaschai, Vat Kafdosh along with Meda Dhatu, Tathaiva Meda. When reach Manya Pradesh, Pravridau मन्ये तु संस्त्रियः कुर्वन्ति गण्डं cause स्वदोष लक्षणयुक्त कुर्वन्ति गण्डं क्रमशः स्वलिङ्गौ समन्वितः त गलगंडम आहु. So when it reaches to the Madhya Pradesh, cause Swadosh Lakshan Yut Shot is called as Galgand. Swadosh Lakshan Yut, Lakshan of Bath or Lakshan of Kaf or Lakshan of Med. The respective symptom is it, then it is divided into three parts, that is Vataj Galgand, Kafaj Galgand and Vedash Galgand. That's why Acharya Sushruta has described the word Swadosh Lakshan Yut Shot, then it is called as the Galgand. Now, Acharya Vagbhat, according to Acharya Vagbhat, when Medah Sthit Dosh take ashray in, now Acharya Vagbhat has described other than Manya, so many Pradesh, like Medah Sthit Dosh take ashray in Kant, Manya, Aksh, Kaksha and in Vangshan, cause a Tvacha Saman Vranayuk. That Shoth is Tvacha Saman Varnayuk. Its color is Tvacha Saman. Kathin, Snigdh. Now size is like Kantakari Amalki Fal Akar Shodh. Its shape is like Amalki Fal and Kantakari Fal. And this Shodh is Gambhir, Avgad, Anek Gandayukt and Chirpaki. Among them, among these Anek Gandayuk, among these many lumps, many Gandas, among them some are Vednayuk, some are Sravrupi, few are Atikanduyuk, some get disappear, and simultaneously there are Naveen Gand Utpatti also takes place. So these are called as Gandamala. So these all are the features of Gandamala. So some are Ativednayuk, some are Sravi, some are Atikanduyuk, some disappears, grows and disappears, and simultaneously there is a Utpatti of, there is a growth of new lumps. So when there is a single Gand growing there, then it is called as Galgand. When there is a many, there are so many numbers of Gandas grow, then it is called as a Gandamala. According to Anjan Nidan also, Visheshan of Meda and Kapha manifest many number of Ganda in Gandh. It is called as Gandamala. Manifestation of Shot, that is hanging Mushk Saman. Mushk Saman means hanging like a scrotal swelling. In Gala Pradesh, then it is called as Galgand. So cardinal feature of Galgand is Mushk Saman hanging swelling. And for Galgand, there are so many swelling, so many lumps in the form of garland, that is called as Gandamala. Let's see the next of the slide. Now, Bhed and Lakshanas of Galgand robe. So Acharya Sushruta has has classified into three types: Vataj Galgand, Kafaj Galgand, and Medaj Galgand. So Vataj Galgand, what are the Lakshanas of Vataj Galgand? Suchi Vedanavat Shot. There is a shlok also. Yadanvitah Krishna Sira Avnadah. Krishna Sira Yukt. Krishno Aruno. One is Krishna or Shrav, Arun or Krishna. Varnatmak Kastu Medonvitah. So it is Karkash Sparsh. Karkash. Sparsh of the Vat is like Karkash Sparsh. So Karkash Vat Sparsh and Pak Rahit. Upchito Kalad Bhavet. Upchit Kalad Bhavet. Pak Rahit and sometimes Pak Yut Bhavet Ati Snigdo Arujah. Ruja Rahit and Ati Snigd. And there is one more symptom, Mukh Verasya also takes place. The tastelessness of the mouth. So these are the symptoms of the Vataj Galgand. Let's see what are the symptoms of the Kafaj Galgand. Galgand Sthir Savarno. Sthir and Savarn means its word is like त्वचा स्वाभाविक वर्ण. So स्थिर and त्वचा वर्ण युक्त, अल्प पीड़ा, उग्र कंडु युक्त, शीत शीत स्पर्शी, महान गात्र. It is spread in the larger area. So महान गात्र, चिरेन वृद्धि. It grows gradually. चिरेन वृद्धि चिरात पाकः. Suppuration also takes place in a longer time. Gradual suppuration takes place. मधुर आस्यत्वम. Madhur ras of the mouth, Madhur Asitvam, and Talu Gal Pralep Sadrisha. Patient find is like something is coated in the Talu or a Gal Pradesh. So these are the symptoms of the, these are the lakshanas of the Kafach Galgand. Now Medaj Galgand, if we see into the Medaj Galgand, it's Snikt Guru Pandur Anisht Gandho, Snikt Guru and Durgandh Yukt. There's a bad foul smell coming from the Galgand. Kandu Yukt, excessive itching, Alp Ruja Yukt, very less pain, mild pain, Alabu Vat Lamban, it is hanging like Alabu fal. So Alabu Vat Lamban Alp Mulo. Mool is Alp, not deeply situated. And Deha Anurup Kshay Vriddhi Yukt. Deha Anurup Kshay Vriddhi Yukt. If body grows, then this growth of the Medaj Galgand also grows. If body, there is a Kushta, there is a Kashta, there is a loss of body weight, this also size of the Medaj Galgand also reduce. That's why there is a term Vriddhu, Vriddhik Kshay Deha Anurup. Sigasyatam, there is a snigdha in the mouth, snigdha, like oiliness in the mouth, and अपस्थ शब्द in gal anupshad anushabdam kurute cha nityam, there is a loss of speech, you can say hoarseness of voice. So a spasht shabd in gal, there is a compressive features, there is a growth of the galgand, this is cause a compression of the vocal cords, that's why there is a spasht shabd. So these are the symptoms of the medaj galgand. Let's say sadhita sadhita kricha avsantam mrigu sarvagatram samansar gati arochakatam kshiram cha galganda yuktam venuswaram chapi vivarja. So there are some of the features of the patient. If these are present in the patient, then the patient should be rejected for the treatment, because that rog is, that patient, that rog is asadhya. So both this disease, gandamala and galgand, there is a associated feature, there is associated feature swas, that, and that galgand or gandamala rog is 1 year old with ati pidayuk, having pashshul, having arochak, binswar is present in the binswar upadrav is present in the patient, then it is considered as a sadhya. So these are the sadhita of the gandamala and galgand. Now let's see chikitsa. So there are some of the chikitsa sutras, some of the chikitsa concept like Sira Vedhan, Kay Virechan, Shiro Virechan, Dhumpan, Puran Grit, use of Puran Grit, Langhan and Kaval Grah. So according to the patient, according to the ball of the patient, according to the ball of the Vyadhi, all these should be administered using the physician should use by applying the yukti. Some of the Sanshaman yogas which can be used in a patient like Kanchna Grit, Andri Grit, these are described in Bhaishajya Ratnavali. And then Trifla de Guglu, it's a yoga of Chakradat, Kanchnar Guglu mentioned in Chakradat, Vacha Grit mentioned by Vangasen. There is the lep, some of the lepas which can be used for the local application on the swellings, that is prepared out of the shami, mulak, shigru beej, yav and sarshap mixed with aml, takr for the Gand Vilayan. This is mentioned, this has been mentioned by the Acharya Vagbhat. Then there are some of the lepas which are described by Yog Ratnakar, Gandhak, Gandhak Adi Lep, Jeffal Patra Adi Lep, and the Balatak Adi Lep. So these are the some of the lepas, Jaifal Patra Adi Lep and the Balatak Adi Lep. These are some of the lepas which should be used. And Nasse with Tumbi Tel, Nigundi Tel, these are described by Yog Ratnakar, and Sira Vedan is described in Chakradat for this Galgand and Gandamala. Sira Vedan, Karn, Prishta, Sira Vedan. So where Sira Vedan should take place, that is a Karn, Prisht, Shira Ved. So these are some of the treatments for the Gandamala and Galgand. So physician should first examine the patient on the basis of Ashvit Pariksha, Dashvit Pariksha, then assess the growth, ball of the rogi, and the ball of the rog. Then accordingly, these treatment protocol should be decided and applied to the patient. So this was all about Gandamala and Galgand. Thank you so much.